Confidence is not a gift, it is built. Confidence is not found, it is forged in moments of decision. Confidence is not inherited, it is earned through effort, persistence, and action. But let's clear something up right now. Confidence is not ego. Most people confuse the two. They walk into a room and mistake superiority for self-belief. They think being loud, dominating, or acting like they know it all is confidence. But that's not strength. That's ego wearing a cheap mask. Ego says, I'm better than you. Confidence says, I respect you and I also believe in myself. Ego needs validation. Confidence needs none. True confidence is when you walk into a room fully aware of your value, yet you still choose to lift others up. You might know more, you might have more experience, but instead of proving that, you encourage those around you. You listen. You respect their vision. You acknowledge their strength, even if yours is greater. That's power. That's maturity. That's what real confidence looks like. Most people believe confidence is something you're either born with or lucky to stumble upon, that some just have it while others don't. But that belief, that's the real trap, because confidence isn't a personality trait, it's a personal decision. Confidence is not born in comfort, it's built in resistance. It grows every time you speak up when it's easier to stay silent. It strengthens every time you act, even when fear tries to stop you. It expands every time you prove to yourself that courage doesn't mean you're not scared, it means you go anyway. So the question is, are you ready to start showing up for yourself, even if your hands shake and your voice trembles? Are you ready to build the kind of confidence that doesn't need applause or permission? Are you ready to earn it? Because once you do, it becomes unstoppable. Number 1. Start with small promises to yourself. Confidence doesn't come from massive wins. It begins with small, repeated victories that no one else sees. You don't need to climb a mountain to feel strong. You just need to start walking uphill consistently. Wake up when you say you will. Finish what you told yourself you'd do. These aren't just actions. They're silent proof to your subconscious that your word matters. When you keep promises to yourself, your self-trust grows, and self-trust is the foundation of real confidence. You stop looking outward for motivation because you know you've got your own back. You stop needing approval because you respect your own effort. So ask yourself, are you keeping the promises you whisper to yourself in silence, or are you slowly teaching your mind that your word can be broken? Number 2, embrace failure as feedback. Everyone wants to be confident, but few are willing to face the discomfort that builds it. Confidence isn't about being flawless. It's about being fearless in the face of flaws. Failure shows you where to adjust, not where to quit. If you never fall, you're not trying hard enough. If you never feel the sting of getting it wrong, you're not stretching yourself. The most confident people aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who fail and keep moving. They collect lessons, not regrets. They ask, what did I learn? Instead of why me? Think about the moments you've avoided because failure felt too risky. Were you really protecting yourself or just protecting your pride? Ask yourself, if failure is a part of growth, why are you so afraid to grow? Number 3, speak to yourself like you would to someone you believe in. If someone you loved said, I don't think I'm good enough, what would you say to them? Would you tear them down or build them up? Now ask yourself, why should you deserve anything less? The voice in your head becomes your internal environment. Make it a place where belief is built, not broken. Every time you doubt yourself, speak back with power. Say, I've done hard things before. I can do this too. Say, I may not have it all figured out, but I trust myself to learn. The more you speak to yourself with strength, the more your actions align with courage. Stop rehearsing defeat in your mind. Start practicing belief. The way you talk to yourself isn't just background noise, it's programming. So what are you programming your confidence to believe? Number 4, do what scares you, repeatedly. Fear loses power through repetition. The first time you do something scary, your heart races, your hands shake, your voice trembles. But the 5th time, the 10th time, you start realizing it doesn't control you anymore. Confidence grows each time you walk into discomfort and come out stronger. Don't wait for the fear to disappear. It won't. But you can shrink it through exposure. You can teach your mind that fear is a signal, not a stop sign. Start with small steps. Speak up once. Show up somewhere new. Try something that makes you uncomfortable. Then do it again. Confidence is trained like a muscle, by using it even when it's sore. Ask yourself, are you letting fear decide your actions, or are you showing fear that you're the one in charge? Number 5, stand tall, literally and figuratively. The way you hold your body shapes how you hold your mind. Slouched shoulders send a message of defeat to your brain. But when you stand tall, shoulders back, head high, you signal power and readiness. Confidence isn't just felt, it's displayed. And when you display it, you start to feel it more deeply. But posture is only the beginning. Stand tall in your values. Speak with clarity. Own your voice. Stop second-guessing every move. You don't need to apologize for existing. You don't need to shrink so others feel comfortable. Confidence is when your body, mind, and actions all align. Ask yourself, are you physically and mentally standing tall in life, or are you folding under the weight of self-doubt? Number 6, surround yourself with strength. Confidence is contagious, but so is fear. If you're constantly surrounded by people who only speak in limitations, your vision will shrink. You need to be around those who believe in growth, who act with courage, and who challenge you to be better. True strength doesn't belittle, it builds. When you're around people who push through adversity, you begin to see your own power differently. When others believe in you, it helps you believe in yourself, but only if you're willing to receive it. The environment you choose either waters your confidence or withers it. So take a close look around you. Who do you let speak into your life? And are their words helping you grow or keeping you small? Number 7, reflect on your wins, no matter how small. Most people are excellent at remembering their failures, but terrible at honoring their progress. That imbalance kills confidence. If you want to build belief in yourself, you must give yourself credit for what you've done right. It doesn't matter how small the win is. Did you show up on a hard day? Did you stay calm under pressure? Did you speak when it was easier to stay silent? Record it. Reflect on it. Let those small moments add up. Confidence comes from evidence. If you never acknowledge your growth, you're standing on invisible ground. Build a solid foundation, brick by brick, win by win. So ask yourself, are you building your confidence with daily proof or tearing it down with daily neglect? Number 8, practice in private so you can perform in public. What you do when no one's watching is the truest reflection of your hunger to grow. You can't fake preparation. If you want to be confident when it counts, you have to put in the work when it doesn't. Practice is the silent investment that pays off when the spotlight's on. You want to speak confidently? Rehearse your words when you're alone. You want to stay calm under pressure? Train your mind during moments of stillness. Confidence isn't loud. It's quiet effort done consistently. The moment will come when you're tested, and what you've done in secret will either lift you up or expose you. So ask yourself, are you preparing for the life you say you want, or just hoping you'll rise to the occasion? Number 9, stop comparing, start competing with yourself. Comparison is the fastest way to rob yourself of peace, joy, and confidence. The more you focus on someone else's timeline, achievements, or lifestyle, the more disconnected you become from your own path. You weren't created to walk their journey. You were made to master your own. Every time you scroll through someone else's highlight reel and feel behind, remind yourself, their success doesn't diminish yours. Their progress isn't your deadline. The real challenge is this. Can you outgrow the person you were yesterday? Can you improve your habits, sharpen your discipline, and elevate your mindset today just a little more than you did before? That's where real power lies. Compete with your past. Build a future that's shaped by your values, not by someone else's validation, because the only race that matters is the one within. So take your eyes off their lane and run yours with focus, with pride, and with purpose. Number 10, decide that you are enough, then act like it. Confidence begins not when the world claps for you, but when you clap for yourself. It's a personal decision, a mental switch you flip that says, I am enough, not because I've reached perfection, but because I'm ready to grow. And once you make that decision, your entire energy shifts. You stop chasing validation. You stop waiting for a sign. You stop holding back. You start walking, speaking, and showing up like someone who knows their worth. You stop apologizing for existing, and you begin living with bold intention. Being enough doesn't mean you have nothing to learn. It means you trust yourself to learn it. It doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you don't let fear stop you. The moment you choose to believe in your own value, the world begins to reflect that belief back. So act like the person you want to become, even before you feel like them. Because confidence isn't a reward, it's a decision, and it starts with you. So confidence isn't found, it's built. It's not about being loud, it's about being grounded. Not about knowing everything, but being brave enough to start. It grows every time you silence the doubt and take a step forward. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, belief over fear, action over delay. Confidence is the reward for showing up for yourself, again and again. So ask yourself one final question. If not now, when? If not you, who? You don't need anyone else to crown you. You only need the courage to begin. So begin today.